A single click, and every clip this person appears in comes back across 50 years of footage. The setup takes a few minutes once. I'll show you exactly how, including 2 settings that can be the difference between this working well and barely working at all, and a problem a lot of people run into the first time. Here's what we'll cover: how face recognition actually works, and the 2 index settings it depends on, how to teach it a face from photographs, and what makes a good training image, then how to run it across your whole catalog, tune the results, and find people once they are tagged. Start with how it works, because everything after this follows from it. Fast Video Cataloger doesn't analyze your video files. It analyzes the thumbnails it captured when you index them. That's deliberate. Your footage can be offline and recognition still runs, and it's far faster than reopening and decoding video. The face model ships with the app already active, nothing to download before you start. But it means what you captured is what it can see. 2 settings, both set before you index, decide how much of your footage is usable. The first is thumbnail width, and it defaults to 320 pixels. At that size, a face in a wide shot lands around 30 pixels across, and anything under 50 is set aside rather than matched. That is deliberate. At that size, there simply isn't enough detail to tell one face from another, so the software declines to guess. It does it quietly though, so the actor just never appears. Set it to at least 640. Same frame, same person. At 320, no match. At 640, a 73% match. The second is how often frames are captured. 60 seconds by default, so a 2-minute clip gets just 2 thumbnails. And an actor has to be recognized in at least 2 frames to be tagged, which leaves no room for a single bad frame. Shorten the interval and give it more chances. Both of these apply when a video is indexed, so changing them later means indexing those videos again. Reindex does that directly, and so does add, as long as you untick skip videos already in the catalog. Now teach it a face. Open the actor and add photographs as companion images. Photographs are the recommended source. Clear, high-resolution stills where the face is large in frame. One rule matters more than the rest. The first image must contain only that person. With nothing learned yet, the software can't know which face in a group shot is your actor, so it skips the image rather than guess. Start with a clean close-up, and group photos work fine afterwards. 6 faces learned from 7 photos and 1 refused. That's normal, and the dialogue tells you what to do about it. Hover the red bordered image for the reason. So, what makes a good training photo? Size mostly, and it is the face that has to be big, not the file. Under 640 pixels, the image gets upscaled before analysis, and upscaling invents nothing. Shrink a tight portrait and you lose a little. Shrink a wide shot to thumbnail size and it stops matching even itself. And make them genuinely different. Different days, different light, different angles. 8 frames from a single clip are nearly identical. They teach 1 camera and 1 lighting setup, and they'll fight you later. 8 separate photographs teach the person. Which brings us to a problem a lot of people run into. Here are photographs of the same man 50 years earlier. Watch the count of learned faces at the top of the list. It stays at 6. All 3 were refused. Hover one and it tells you why. No face in the image matches this actor's learned faces. About 40%. A new photo has to be at least 50% similar to what the actor already knows. That rule is the only thing standing between you and an actor trained on the wrong person's face, and it is easy to do. I nearly attached the wrong astronaut myself. The software does group learned faces into separate looks, so age and hairstyle changes don't compete. But a 50-year gap is too far to bridge in one pass. If someone changed that much, give them one actor per look. That's the first half of the job, teaching the software one person. You only do that once. The second half is putting it to work, running it across your catalog so it tags your videos for you. With the face learned, run it across the catalog. 3 modes, each explained on screen. The one you want here is detect and add actors to cast. It scans your thumbnails and adds matching actors to the cast. Scope it to everything or just a selection. Skip videos that already have a cast, so a second pass doesn't redo work, and leave frame skip at 1 so it checks every thumbnail you captured. The settings themselves: a single frame must score 0.6 to count, the average of the best frames must reach 0.62, and the actor must appear in at least 2 frames. Getting wrong, people? Raise the threshold and the frame count. And leave Use CNN turned on. It is slower, but it is much more accurate, and it finds faces at angles the fast detector misses completely. Turn it off only if speed matters more than accuracy. Finally, review what it tagged. If a face is plainly visible and nobody was tagged, it was either too small or the match was ambiguous. 2 actors scoring almost the same, so it refused to guess. Then run learn from existing cast to turn your confirmed tags into better training data. Now the part you will actually use every day. Right-click an actor and filter the catalog on them, and every clip they appear in comes back, including the ones whose file names never mention them. Set it up once and it stays set up. Turn on auto detect during indexing, and every new video you add gets checked against your cast automatically. No more scrubbing through footage trying to remember which interview someone was in. Fast Video Cataloger is free to try at videocataloger.com.